Gamers. Gamers. I'm about to sneeze. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, well, I got my sneeze out of the way. What the sneeze? What the sneezers? Alright, chat should be connected. Should be. I don't really guess there's a way to tell, huh? Let me go ahead and turn your eyeballs on. Your eyeballs are on. How do you feel? The game will be up here in just a second, and then I'll go full screen once we got the game up, then we'll go full screen. While we wait though, I'm gonna chill out in the clone duplication room, aka the back to tank towers. Fortnite zone? You know, Fortnite, when they did the Star Wars crossover, should have had back to tanks for health regen. They should have changed all the chug jugs out to back to tanks. Just saying. That would have been way more unique. Anyway, this is a City Skylines stream. Would you believe that? I wouldn't. We need more population. Here's the game. Fantastic. Well, bam. Okay, so let's get reacquainted with what we got going on here. We've got all of our initial areas. They're working. We need to expand over here so we can finish out this island and bring the rest of these roads through. But that's not a huge deal right now. This down here is where most of our population is going to come from. Honestly, I think maybe some very slight high-rise right here, but the rest of this I think is all going to be medium density. This area over here, this zone, it's just like a weird mound, and I'm halfway tempted to level it, like figure out what is about the midway point and level all of this and put more medium density on top of it. Let's make the game pretty, because we're having issues with the game not being pretty. So let's tap in on that. Load preset. Unified. Global. Exposure. Bring it up to about 1. I think that's about where we want it. Yeah. Okay. So I do want to expand further over into here. That's where we bought this extra bit of land. So we do need to expand. We need to start expanding because I need more population. I think. What is my next milestone? My next milestone is Capital City at 28,000. So we need to increase our population by another 10k. Okay. Okay, can I buy new land? I cannot. So I need to stuff 10k within this region right here, and honestly, that's about it, really. I need to stuff 10,000 people in this region. Okay. Okay. Let's tap in on that. Let's bring this road across, right? And then we'll put some people right here. Let's bring this road up and over, and we'll put some people here and here. Honestly, we might get rid of this triangle and make this road come straight and this road come straight, so that way we have 2 avenues of like pushing people through the zone, even if the main feed route for it is this road and this road, or yeah, this road over here. We might curve that one to make this one, oh, sorry. We might curve this one to make it more of like one of the main roads, and we might make this one of the main roads as well. We're gonna see. Traffic seems to be pretty cheeks right here. I won't lie, traffic seems to be pretty cheeks right here. Also, before we get too far into this, let me double check. Sorry, I just need to make sure that chat is functional. There it is, Mr. Pistachio. Welcome in, sir. How you doing? How are you doing? How you doing? We're doing some very light planning right now. I'm doing good. I woke up with a bit of a snotty nose. I don't really know where that came from because it's not like I was out, you know, playing in the snow or anything. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is bring this road across and put some high density here. Bring this road out and this road out and put some high density here. Medium density is what I'm going to call it because it's not... I don't know, it doesn't... I mean, it's high density, but it's high density compared to this. But, like, it's medium density compared to what it will eventually be. Short on water. Oh, we are short on water. Okay. Let's dabble with one of these. A little dabadooya right there. Hell yeah. Okay, water tower. Up on top of the hill? Hell yeah. Let's move that so it's more on top of the hill. Is that as on top of the hill as it can be? Yeah, I reckon so. That's good. Let's get rid of the trees that are around this. And then let's put a little ring of... Oh, well, there you go, fella, right there. That's the top. That's the top. Let's put a little ring of bushes around it. And then let's also put a ring of palms around it as well. Nice. I'm liking that. No, the music that's playing right now is from not the game. It's just, is it too loud or too quiet? Because I can adjust it independently of the game. I like to turn the music off in game because I've kind of just built like my streams around this music, and so it's like I keep it thematic, right? Not thematic with the game. Right? We can be playing Battlefield and then go to be playing this, and the music will be the same, but it's like this channel, you know? Cypher, welcome in. How you doing? Oh, okay, there's ass in there. Hell yeah. We fuck with that. Hello, gamers. How you doing? Look at our rocks. You like our rocks? I love our rocks. Okay, so let's go continue this because we have to get 10,000 people stuffed into. Were you guys here when I was going over this right here? We cannot buy any more land. This full square is full. I can't build anything else in it. This square is mostly water other than this little bit right here and this little bit right here and that little bit right there. Not really a whole lot of land. This is where most of our land is right now, and unfortunately, it's got a big ass highway running through it and a train line and a water line. So, and we don't get our next milestone for another 10,000 people. So I have to stuff 10,000 people into this region, and this region up here, while also providing commercial zones for them to shop at and industrial zones for them to work at. It might be over for us. Husky Man, how you doing? Welcome in. How you doing? How you doing? Let's start it out with taking just a simple 2-lane road, I reckon. We don't really use the 2-lane road anymore. I mean, why would you? It's cheeks. Let's do our grid this direction. I think that'll be kind of cool. It'll be a little bit different. That'll be different for sure. For show, for show. And then is there a... Hold on. Come out. How far are you from this? Like 13 units? So come out 13 units over here. Okay, hold on. Get rid of that. There we go. And then get rid of this. And then bring this up to about there. And then what is this angle right here? I guess I could just do this. Can we just come out 90 degrees, please? Thank you. Hold on, we're measuring right now. We're measuring in the worst way possible. Alright, and then just get rid of all that. Get rid of all that. Now we have a point over here that we can use. Are you dialed in on this? We can come across at 90 degrees. Oh shit. There we go. So now we have that laid out. Are you seeing this tech? Back in my day, we needed was a 1-lane road. These god dang new age sissies in their 2 lanes. Me with my 4-lane that still has mad congestion. I love my 4-lane though. I won't say anything negative about it. Me and my 4-lane. Me and my 4-lane. Let's come up to about right yaw. Right yaw. Okay. Okay. Can we not dabble with this? Are we not dabbling with that? We're not dabbling, I guess. That's okay. Hey, you know, that's okay. All right, why are you not connected? What kind of bullshit is this? Hold up. Get rid of all this. Get rid of all this. Just fuck it all up. Get rid of all that. Let's do what a proper development company would do. Yeah, what the? And let's level this out. Let's level it out a little bit. So if we're gonna assume that these big lines are say 10 feet, 10 meters, you know, whatever scale they want to use in the game. So you got 1 here, 2, 3, and 4. This is our highest point. This is our lowest point. Somewhere in the center is going to be between this line and this line. So this center line right here is the middle of our bottom to top. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Our 5th line up. So we're going to go for that. Are we tapped in on this? That's our midpoint. That's our midpoint. We're going to level out to there. And we're going to try and not necessarily get rid of everything. You know, like I want to keep a couple of the terrain lines. Then we're going to smooth it out. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now we have a flat region. And apparently we have a road underneath. I actually don't remember how to get to roads underneath. There we go. Okay, see now we can get rid of it. There we go. Now we shouldn't have any roads underneath. There we go. Okay, so does this look crazy? Terrain. I don't think it looks that crazy. I don't reckon it looks that crazy. Yeah, I don't think it looks that crazy. All right. Let's tap back into this. Let's come to about here. And let's come to about there. You know what? We can make that work, I think. We're gonna make that like a boat launch. Does that have access to the rest of the riverway? It does. The waterway? We're gonna make this like a boat launch, I think. We're gonna lower that in. Sound good, fellas? Sounds good to me. Okay. So maybe it'll just be easier for us to do blocks, square blocks. Okay, so we... Okay, so... Fuck. We went too low. That's okay. We're gonna use move it to just level it out. It's okay. It's okay. It don't even matter. It don't even matter, man. It's okay. Don't let them talk that way to you. Fuck, that's rough. That's real rough. It's okay though. It's okay. We're dialed. We're gonna keep it dialed in. Okay. Every little thing is gonna be all right. Don't worry about a thing. Let's bring this out to there. Oh, dude, the terrain. I could have swore I flattened all this out. I could have swore I flattened all this out, and now they're fucking me. Oh wait, it's all 6 meters below. Did I had the -6 meters on the entire time. That's okay. We're gonna just level it out again, fellas. I hope your day is going better than what I got going on right now. I won't lie. I hope your day is going better than what I got going on. Because, goodness gracious, man. Goodness gracious. Just smooth all that out, twin. Smooth all that out. What are we looking at now? A gentle slope? You know what? We can handle a gentle slope, can't we? We can be slopers. We can slope it out. We keep it slopey. Okay, I reckon we can handle that. I am not the biggest fan of all of this being fed off of the same point. You know, if you're all the way over here, you have to go to this point. Not really the biggest fan of that. But yeah, actually just like straight up, I'm just not the biggest fan of that. Let's do something about this. Shall we? Let's do to ground. Upgrade that. Okay. And then let's run a tunnel down from here. Make this a around the way road, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna make this go over the interstate. That would be the most logical thing. Over the interstate. So over the course of 15 units. Over the course of 20 units, I want this to rise to 12 meters. And then I want it to cross the interstate. Over the course of 20 units, I want it to rise 12 meters. And then something like that. I don't think that's crazy. I don't think that's crazy. I don't think that's crazy. Let's level it up to there. I don't think that's crazy. Do we feel like this is crazy? Do we feel like a bridge this big is crazy? I don't feel like it is. Maybe this could be moved over a little bit more, you know? So it's not as big of a bridge. But I don't feel like this is all that crazy. I don't feel like that's that crazy. I feel like this is natural. I feel like this is something you could see. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this is something that you could see. So now, I don't like this square edge coming off the area. So we're going to round that off. Something like that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Now, see, you have an entrance and an exit at each end of the blocks. This is how it should be. Let's upgrade this road with the grass, because that's what we want for the edge. And then maybe, you know, we haven't really dabbled with... I bought the DLC to have monorail. I bought the DLC to get monorail, so... maybe we introduce monorail, but I don't think we introduce it into this section of the city just yet. I don't feel like we do just yet. Let's do... dun 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 dun. Something like that. I think that gives us enough trees in the area, but it doesn't quite median split everything. I think this is okay. I think this is okay. Let's go ahead and look at how we're doing on parks. We're doing good on parks. Let's throw in a botanical garden. Well, we've already got a bunch of those. Let's not do that. Let's look at... chirper balloon tours. No, that definitely needs to be something that's on the island. Okay, okay. Let me tap in, fellas. Let me tap in. Let's do... park with trees. Too big. Small park, too small. Can we do them right next to each other? That's not bad. It's not bad. That can be like the community park area. I feel like that can be the community park area. Maybe, though, we spin it. Maybe, no. We spin it this direction. Okay, so it has to have a roadway connection. Never mind. We won't worry about that. We won't worry about that. That'll be fine right here. That'll be fine. Let's dabble, shall we, in some high-density residential. And since we are just trying to stuff as many people in here as we can, let's look at 4. We're gonna do blocks of 4 again. We're gonna have to stuff as many people as we can. So something like that. And ideally, perfect, it works. Ideally, what we're going to be able to have is this needs to not be a road that can be zoned on. There you go. Same as this needs to be a road that cannot be zoned on. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Hey, let me let you in on something. That'll work. Okay, so we got our building starting to build up, and then we'll just keep on putting down people. Are we liking this? I'm really not a fan of how dingy these buildings look. You know, this is a brand new construction and it's already just got filth down the side of it. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. But, you know, hopefully this area will get some more. Let's put a little med clinic out here. Put a Kamla yoga garden or something. You know, people like that. Little fire station. Heard a fire station down here would be kind of cool, like out on the water, maybe. Same with the little police station. Treat those like little, like the little buildings that guard the water entrance. I'm enjoying that. Elementary school on this main road for sure. Public library. That wouldn't go amiss, I don't think. Right there. That could look good. That could look good. Should we put a unique building down? Friendly neighborhood park. That ain't bad. That for sure could go over here. Yeah, we could dabble with that. We could let that. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Okay. What are you? RV? You're good. You're good. Keep doing your thing. Let's put down some parking for these areas right here in the center of town. You know, parking is important. Let's grab something like that. Something like that. Grab track and field. Okay, what kind of tomfoolery you got going on right here? What's all this about, huh? There you go, we'll just raise you up a little bit. Yeah. You kind of fuck up over here, but that's fine. That's fine. From the top, make it drop. That's good. Okay. So cool. So what we've got is we are building like this is like the kids who always brag about going to school in this area. Like, bro, you were born there. Which stop bragging about some shit that you had no control over. Shut up. Shut up. Tap in. I don't give a fuck. Water availability. We are kind of short on water, so granted, we have been using water towers as our as our only form of water ingest. So we've been doing pretty good. Let's put another tower. Let's put another tower, shall we? I don't really want twin towers. Triple towers? We could do triple towers. We just gotta need to put some bushes around it to make them feel nice. Yeah. Yeah, man, look at that. That's great. Fantastic. 3 towers. 3 water tower. Let's also throw down the crematorium. Over here. Just because we haven't really built one of these, like, for the local area. Put some palms around it. That'll be good. Maybe put like a little rock bed out the back. That's not bad. That's not bad. A little fence or something. Let's do... something like that. Yeah, something like that. They're not like super private about their rocks, but like they got rocks. They got rocks that they're definitely their rocks. So let's do some commercial space. Actually, let's do some office space. No, we have to have a university. Okay. Let's do some commercial space. Right here. 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 And here. And let's keep doing our residential blocks. That works out good. There we go. And we'll throw in another couple of commercial. And then once all this zones in, we'll put more residential down. We can do a 3x3, 3x3. That'll work. Something like that. And we'll do the same thing over here as well. Something like that. And then we'll put more residential right there. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. And we'll need to make sure that we also do plenty of walkways through here as well. I'm thinking between these buildings all the way through here. Let's go ahead and place that down before I forget about it. Are we at a good angle? Can we see the visual we got going on? Let's see what we got going. Are we at a good... This is definitely going to be a pretty dense area. And I'm a little bit worried about traffic, but I can't be terribly worried about it, you know? Let's do with our red walkway. I like the red walkway. Something like that. Something like that. Okay. And then where else would I like to have one? Right there wouldn't be bad. Down this whole strip wouldn't be bad. Through here's not bad. And maybe right across the way. Yeah, that's not terrible. Okay. So let's go back and move all these so that way they connect properly. That's the only downside with the red ones is that they have like the dirt border. Not really a fan of that. I wish they would just connect with the red. Wish they would just connect with the red. There we go, something like that. Yeah, that's good. Let's also connect one through here as well. Can I put one through here? I can. Fantastic. Yeah, because what I want is for people to be able to walk from this park across to here and all the way over to this park, if that's the route that they wanted to take. And then to be able to walk across here and go up to any of these roads and then walk down the roads on these. That's the idea. That's the idea. Let's do this little path, because I was talking about making this like a little personal boat area. I'm thinking like kayaks and stuff, you know? Yeah. There you go. People walking all the way around and stuff. And we'll connect that up to there. And then we'll go back to the red road and connect it through to there. There you go. So now the idea being that you could technically walk from here all the way around up into the city. If you wanted to, take a little nature walk. You could. You could. And we're gonna need to decorate that with some trees. This game's essentially a sandbox. Yeah, so the money in the game, you can see right here, is not, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Like, when you start the game out, as soon as you can unlock a loan, take the loan, build your basic infrastructure, and then just pay back the loan. Because you'll make enough money, like, really quick to just pay it back. And as soon as you unlock the higher loan, take the higher loan. Use all of that money to build your basic infrastructure again, but on a bigger scale, and make your money back. This, we're currently in the red. Negative 2,000 every time that bar over there fills up. We'll get docked 2,000. 7,000 now. Negative 7,000. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter because we're at 2 million. And you say, where does that 2 million come from? In a minute, this number will go back up to being green. And it'll be green for like 13,000 or something. So we're at 1600 right now. Just watch this number right here, and it'll skyrocket. And it'll skyrocket and stay skyrocketed longer than it was negative. So really, since you don't have to worry about money, and that's kind of the only way that you can fail this game, you kind of just get to build and just have fun with it. We've got some crazy traffic going on. Okay, we've actually got like some crazy traffic here. What do we got going on? What's our issue? Okay, so you people just need another route. I don't reckon it would be a bad idea to make this road come up to here. We could kind of split traffic off again. Let's do that. Maybe that'll alleviate some issue. Let's come out 5 units. And then make a 5x5 swoop. And come into this one from here. Do something like that. Is that gonna alleviate a little bit of this congestion? Because it doesn't really look like it's on any of these roads. It's just this 4-way right here. So is that gonna make it a little bit easier for you guys? Maybe we put a roundabout right here. Maybe this would be a good time for a roundabout. Where's this blue car trying to go? You trying to go left? You are. Okay. We're gonna do a slip lane. That's what we're gonna do. Hold on. Let me drag in a little slip lane action right here. From way downtown, you know, like let's What the fuck? Oh shit, that's a huge incline. Okay. Let's bring it from way downtown even further then. How's that? You better only be trying to go right. Okay, you are. Okay, so I just need to fix this road area. Can we... Can we set to height, to object height, this one? There we go. Now is everything around it sloped? Everything around it is sloped, except this one. This one's still kind of crazy. Let's pull this one down a little bit more. That's okay. Okay, I don't. Okay, now you're backed up because of this. Okay, we just got too much going on. That's all it is. We just got too much going on. Let's get rid of this. That slip lane didn't really work. This is not really working. This is definitely not really working. Okay, so we've got some crazy traffic issues right now. Okay. We've got some crazy traffic issues right now. Why? Let's... get rid of this. Sorry, people. Let's get rid of this. Sorry, people. Let's add in one of these 4-lane roads. And then your only job is to connect down to there. That's it. That's your whole job. Is just connect down. And fellas, I honestly think that we do a roundabout. It's not very often that we throw a roundabout somewhere. But I think we're going to. That we're gonna either throw a roundabout right here or a roundabout right here. Okay, where's this blue car going? What is your path? Going to the friendly neighborhood park. I gotcha. Okay. What is your path? To go here. Okay, driving to the Mall of Moderation. So you're going all the way across the city. Okay, so really what we need is like a metro line or a rail line. Okay. Do we have public transport that could get people across the city? Ship. We do have water. We do have water, and we have lots of it. Train. We do have train. What do our train lines look like? Where's our train lines? So that one goes over there and connects all the way back into the industrial section. This one goes out over here. We don't really have train access to these areas. Metro. Metro is kind of like our only option for this. Okay. Okay. So let's look at... Let's look at doing a ferry line, I think, first. We'll do one from up here, and it'll take you down to this region. And then we'll have another one that takes you over to New Bolton. So somewhere from Pearl Hills down to New Bolton, down to Taco Ticklin Town. I don't think that would be a bad regional lane. So, okay. Ferry depot. Okay, so we'll do a ferry depot here, and we'll run it off of this lane. Oh man, it's foggy. Why so foggy? Why so serious? Can we just get rid of the fog, please? Thanks. That looks great. Don't ever put the fog back, please. Okay, so let's add ourselves this. and just have this come straight up and go into this. Something like that. Okay, so that's where your ferry line is going to start at. And then I think I want parking, right? I feel like it's only right. You know, if you're going to come here for the day, let's do parking right across the way from it. Something like that. Ooh. To object height. There we go. Let's terrain all this, please. There we go. Alright, so something like that. Then let's grab like a little park that we can put some places. Let's do a little gazebo, I feel. Let's put down some path. Ooh, I don't like that. What? Not a fan of that. Bring that back to there. That works. Yeah. Okay, something like that. That's good. We're gonna run a bus line down here, I think, and that bus line is just gonna go from the city out to the ferry line. We can handle that. We can handle that. Let's grab some palms. Yeah. Let's get rid of the local trees down in this area because I want to manicure this area a little bit more. I want it to feel a little more unique. There you go, something like that. And then let's do the fencing. Right, let's grab the farm fence because it's peak. It's peak. Make this area feel a little more established. Something like that. And then we're gonna run the little like white fence on each edge. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's put some bushes down. And let's line tool this with a spacing of like 6. And we're just doing grass to grass. That'll be our marker. Yeah. Yeah. Nice little ferry stop. Okay. How do we feel about this as a ferry stop? Would you feel safe and invited to come leave your car here, get on a ferry and travel across the city for the day to come back? Would this feel inviting enough for you to wanna come here? Put the gazebo right there, I think. Looks good? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave it like this. I like this. This pathway doesn't really lead to anything, but at the same time, I don't really feel like it has to. I don't really feel like it has to. So let's go get the ferry stop over here. Honestly, I think I want it right here, like down here at the end. Let's do that. And then let's also do one here. And so we have one at the industrial park. We have one at the Gold District. I think we need one over here by... We'll put one near Dick's Longley. Yeah, let's connect these routes. Think that Duncan may just actually be stupid. I got you a Red Bull and some gummy bears. Okay. Don't have flavor shots. Okay. Yeah, let me drink this water. How long have I been streaming? Like an hour, maybe? An hour? Okay. I will consume the Red Bull at the end. Okay, so we're going to create a new line from here, from the industrial zone to there. To there. Is that it? How do I actually make a line for this? I've never done any of the ferry. Oh, here we go. Ferry pathway. How do I do this? Oh, okay, okay. Okay. Ferry pathway. How are the DLCs? That's what we're figuring out right now. I don't think ferries are part of the DLC, but the monorail is something that we're going to do once we get a little bit higher density. Let's see. So we want our little ferry to come here, then here, and then here. And then I want the ferry, I think, to stay pretty close to the edge. I've never done any of the ferry stuff before, so I'm a little worried I might be getting some stuff wrong. But that's okay. And connect it back right there. Yeah, we'll just connect it back right here. That'll work. Something like that. Okay, so now if I go here to add stops... Okay, create new line. I want you to go to here. And then to here. And then to here. Okay, okay. So this generates this generates the ferries, but this does not actually pick up the ferries. Okay, so we're still going to need a ferry stop. Okay, so we're still going to need to connect a ferry stop. Let's have it... Okay, okay. Let's have it right here. And we will ferry line this to there. And we'll do ferry stops, create new line. So this one, I want it to skip and go all the way down to here. And then up to here. And then back. Okay, okay, I'm seeing what's happening here. Doesn't have roadway connection. So those ferries are still gonna stop there. Okay, okay, so I see how I have to do my ferries now. I see. Okay, let's get rid of my ferry line. Now that I know how to do it. Now that I understand that what we got going on. Let's get rid of these ferry stops because I'll need to replace them now that I know how it works. Okay, so I'm gonna need the ferry depot can be there. That's fine. Let's do the ferry pier because that is gonna be what decides which route to the city you're gonna take. And then we'll do a ferry stop. We'll do a ferry stop over here by Dix Longley. And we'll do a ferry stop over here by Gold District. Okay. Okay, draw out the ferry path. We want at least one ferry path coming... from there. We want another ferry path. Can we run them side by side right here? Or is that too close? Okay. We're gonna put a ferry stop here as well, I think. And that'll be like that'll be our separation point. This top path, we'll get rid of it. I'm learning ferries, fellas, so bear with me. I've never done ferries in my life. We're gonna put a ferry path that can come off and connect right here. Okay, so ferry stops. We want the ferry path to start here and go here first. Connect those two. Okay. Create a new line. Create a new line coming from okay, can we do line overview for ferries? And just get rid of these, please. That way I know what we're doing. Okay, so ferry line overview. We want to go from here, Dix Longley, down to Taco Town. Yes. And then we also want to go... We also want to go from here to Gold District and back. Yes. We also want to go from here to here and back. Complete line. Okay, so if you want to go from here to here, you can. If you want to go from here to here, you can. If you want to go from here to here, you can. You can go in any direction that you want. Now, I don't know how that's going to look ferry usage. I don't want them to all be yellow. I want one of them to be blue, one of them to be green, and one of them to be yellow. Yeah. I don't want it to be bright yellow. Nice. Oh yeah, look at that. I think I want the green one to be red. Yeah. The blue one, let's make the blue one a little more desaturated blue. Yep. And do we have any of the yellow ones visible just yet? Or are they already out? They're already out. Let's make the yellow ones a little bit paler. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Cool, so we'll just kind of wait until they flesh out what they're doing and they kind of like, you know, figure out what they got going on. Let's look at power. How are we doing on power? We could use more power. Let's do another geothermal because it generates 80 megawatts, 1.21 gigawatts. Let's put that. Let's put it here, but let's turn it around. Something like that. Or what happens if we make it connect? Make it look like it's one singular building? Something like that. I think that also equally looks good. Maybe we just straighten it up a little bit though. Yeah, that's good. I like that. And it's connected. It's good. How are we doing on power now? Plenty. How are we doing on electricity? We could use more sewage treatment. Let's do water treatment plant. Let's put another water treatment plant out here by the industrial zones. Would make sense. Actually, we'll just keep all of our shit right here. Yeah, it's real rough out here, but it's okay. It's real rough out here. I can't help it. Eventually we will do the, what's it called? Actually, we could go ahead and start the clarifiers. They do 112,000 meters cubed. where these do 160,000. So the clarifier won't do any output to waterways. What kind of pollution does it do? It just does noise pollution. So we can actually go and put it in the industrial zones and it'll work here. It'll also look industrial. So I think we're going to run that. Something like that. Little clarifiers. Yeah, I think we do that. And then let's go get rid of some of these. Can I get rid of that? How does that put us on water? Still plenty. Can we get rid of another one? How does that have us on water? Okay. Let's put some more clarifiers. Let's go put them over here, though. Let's do them over here by the nuclear plant. Ooh, can we do like a 3 in a row right here? That's not bad. Something like that. That's not terrible. I do want to surface paint concrete around here, though. Yep. And then we will get rid of that tree. Let's do some fencing as well. Let's do suburban fence. Something like that. And we'll put a single cutout on this one. Industrial building. Take the farm maintenance building. Something like that. Bring it a little more closer forward, like put it basically on the road. Put the clarifiers over here. Let's see what's gonna look the best. I think angled like that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Where are props for industrial props? Grab me a couple cargo containers. Give me one of these. Yeah, I like that. Cement truck. I'm liking that, okay. A little generator also wouldn't be a bad gig. Little outhouses back here maybe. Like you know, like they rent them out or something. Some cardboard boxes. And like a little shop. Like a little out shop. Yeah, look at that. It made it a full complex rather than just some bullshit that gets placed down. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. We'll need to go back and decorate all of these areas. But that'll be for later. How are our fairies looking? How are they doing? I did see this one right here. I don't like that angle that it does. Can I instead angle that? Yellow line? Redstone bro, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's get rid of the yellow line and re-add it. There we go. Fantastic. So now, yellow is going to go here, red's going to go here, and blue's going to go here. This should be great. Message gets flagged. This is great. First message gets flagged. Oh, because ass. What's up has ass in it. W-A-S-S-U-P. I got you. Okay, we are actually losing lots of money. Where's our money going? Where's our money going? 63% of my money comes from residential. We need to step that up. None of my money comes from industrial right now. Okay, so my farming industry is shitting the bed. Why? Why is that the case? Why is that the case? Why are you doing so poor? You still have massive amounts of crops going out through there. Okay, so I saw a thing to where you could make the... You have garbage piling up. There's literally garbage trucks like right across the road from me. What are you talking about? Only been playing CS2? You know, is it worth it? Would you say that it's worth it? Is it awesome? Pretty sure that we can make this make more. The flour mill? I thought there was a way that I could make this make more. But maybe I'm losing it. I guess I'm losing it. CS2 isn't great, but it's alright. Okay. Well, I feel like CS1 is pretty awesome. So that's not great to hear. Not enough buyers for products. Okay, so what, we need more of the specialized creators? The bakery? Need another bakery? Or building or anything right here? No. Ah, production rate. Here we go. Wham! 150%. So now where else do I have a bakery? I know that I've got one right there. Don't I have one over here in the industrial zone? Bakery. Yeah. Not enough raw materials, so you don't even have enough crops. Why? Because that stores animal products. That stores flour. Make this store... Just zoned industry. No, not zoned industry. Yeah, I guess just timber, man. So now you're short on flour. Well, this one stores flour. Yeah, that one stores flour, so it'll eventually withdraw some. I guess we just need to expand. We need to make a better industry area. Maybe something ore. Ore is usually a pretty good one. What is your issue? Not enough goods to sell. Okay, so we need more industry zone. Gotcha. I gotcha. Let's go with that. That, and that. Okay, so we got a little pocket of industry right there. We're just gonna have to make more stuff, man. We're just gonna have to make more stuff. We need more, industrial zone. But at the same time, I need more residential zoning for population. Did our traffic ever fix up right through here? It did not. Hold on. Is it because you see... There we go. Oh, and the speed limit's back down to 30. No, I don't want that. Speed limit for this zone needs to be... Oh, the speed limit for this whole road is reset. Oh, dude, why? Why is my speed limit reset? I don't want that. Here we go, 55. So when the road gets updated, it goes back to its default. Not ideal. Okay. Okay. So let's... Let's do all of that we can. And let's also make this the right-of-way road all the way through. Okay. We've got so much traffic in this zone. Let's start doing our more high density on this side to try and get people going on this way on the interstates. Because, man, that's rough. It's backing up all the way down there. Man, whoa, okay. Where are you people trying to come from? You people are coming from either the interstate or the city, the main city. What is your route? And you're trying to go to here? Going to the Friendly Neighborhood Park. Okay. What are you trying to go to? The clock tower. Where are you trying to go to? No, I don't want this. I just want these people. Where are they going? The clinic right there. So there's just like a lot of reason for these people to go to these areas. I'm gonna go all the way down to here. And that's your fastest route, okay. Okay, we're gonna connect this road right here up to here. Hold on. This 4-lane is gonna connect over to this 4-lane, and that will add in another big loop that they can make. That should maybe alleviate a little bit of traffic because people will no longer, like that one guy was wanting to do, come all the way down to here, all the way down, up to this, all the way back down. Because, I mean, right now, that's his only option. If you're here and you want to go to here, you have to go all the way down, up and around. Yeah, so this'll make it easier for them. Let's grab this. Sorry about it, man. You gotta get rezoned. Get zoned, buddy. Okay, over the course of 20 units, come down to Earth. Yep. And then do a gentle Can we do a 15? 15? Yeah, that works. And then a 10, 12. That works. Okay. So let's update this road to also be a primary road. Except right here. I want that to work like that. But all of that should be correct. Yes, all of that is correct. Let's also speed limit this. Okay. Okay, I think that's okay. That's okay. This is one of the more decorated regions that we did, so hopefully it should work out a little bit better. Especially with all this traffic right here being generated. Ooh, traffic light? No, no. No, no, we will not be doing that. No, thank you. Do a yield system. There we go. Okay. So let's just monitor traffic for a moment and see how this turns out. Yeah, it looks like there's already a good chunk of people using this. Okay, that's good, that's good. How is this done with traffic over here? Arguably, this has gotten better. This has gotten better. This is still really dense. That's doing okay. That's gonna take a long while to flesh out. Where are you going? Okay, over there. Okay. So does this just need to be a 2-lane off-ramp? We can make that happen. Make it a 2-lane, upgrade just that one. And then do road lane, or lane connector. Oh, that's a 2-way. I don't want that. I don't want a national road. I want a... Here we go. I want this. There we go. So I want to be able to do lane connector. and have this go to there, and this go to there. Okay, is this correct? If you were coming from this direction, you should only have the option to go right or left, in which you'll just bleed into your individual lane. If you're coming from this way, you're going to go right or straight. That makes sense. If you're coming from this direction, you should only be able to go straight. Should only be able to go this direction. Okay. Okay, yeah, that matches. And then we'll need to come over to this lane and see what we got going on for this one. You should only go to there or to there. You should only go to there or to there. You should only go from here or here. Okay. 2 and left, 2 and left, left, right, and then this one should be 2 and right, 2 and left. Okay. So all that matches. That should hopefully see a little bit better. A little bit better traffic. What do we have here? Let's try and... If you people want to go right, I want you to only go from here to here. And from here to here. You go straight. You go left or straight. You go right. Or straight. Yeah. Because that's your only option. That's your only option. Okay. Hopefully that'll work out a little bit better. Hopefully that'll clear up. Let's clear this one up as well. With lane connector. Straight. Straight and left. Right and straight. Right. And then this one should only be going that way or that way. Okay, hopefully. We might give this one dedicated turn lanes as well. Do we have asymmetrical roads unlocked? Asymmetrical 3-lane. There we go. Lane tool this. Okay. That's it. That's your only two options direction wise. And then lane tool this to be here, to be here, here. Those are your only options. Just keep moving. Okay, so that I think is going to help a little bit. Are all of these people trying to go straight? Let's do the same thing here. And then we'll lane tool it as well. This lane, I really just want to only be going right. The left lane should do something like this. You should only be in the left lane if you're going left. Other than that, straight and right should be going straight through. This one, only go right or straight. This one, only go right, straight, or left. And this one, only go left, right, or straight. That'll clear out in just a second. We might end up doing a, honestly, just a roundabout. A roundabout. You having fun right now? I am trying to figure out traffic. Can we say that? I'm trying to do traffic. I think we're going to put a small roundabout here. We've had traffic for here for a little over an hour. And it hasn't really gone away. And I think really as we continue to densify all of this, it's only going to get worse. This traffic has gotten so much better. Look at that. Remember that line used to go all the way back to way back there. So that line has gotten better. This line, arguably has gotten better, but I don't like the idea that there's traffic just sitting on this bridge. Also, what the fuck, dude? This bridge is tilted like crazy. Okay. So that's gotten better. It's still not perfect though. I think I got 5 people in here watching me struggle with traffic. Hell yeah. That's fire. I hope everybody's having a good time. Yeah, this spot right here is still just rough. I think we're gonna roundabout action this right here. Me when my traffic fucking sucks real. Me when no roundabouts. Me when no roundabouts. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna put a roundabout there. Because this is just awful. Okay, so let's, sorry everyone, figure out a different way to work. Bam, bam, bam. Clear out all my little hedges. Let's grab a 2-lane, single direction, with grass. I like with grass. Oh man, okay, hold on. Let's actually go grab the one lane, one way. One lane, one way is what we're gonna do. Okay, road guidelines, turn that off. There we go. 5 units. And then we're going to do this. Come out 3. Up 3. Come out 3. Whoa now. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. And then You go from center to center and center to center. And the only reason you do that is to make sure that it stays a circle once you connect this to things. So this road is just the one with grass. It'll connect in. This one is also just with grass. It will connect in. And this one is also with grass. It will connect in. Okay. And then right here, we're gonna take one each right here, like jaw. Like so. And then I'm pretty sure I can get rid of these. Yeah, and keep its round shape. Okay. Let's just make sure that this roundabout does see itself as the primary mover. Why are you stopping? You literally have the right of way. What are you doing? Traffic light? Stop sign? Stop sign? I ain't seen no stop sign. I like that your bird guy has reindeer antlers and a red nose. Yeah. We can change him for the festivity seasons. So right now he's reindeer. I think for New Year's we're gonna put him with the birthday hat on. Does he have a New Year's outfit? No. For New Year's we're gonna put him in the birthday hat. Foot people? What? Oh, pedestrians. What? Drools. You're sick. You make me sick. You make me sick. This guy likes feet. This guy's a foot guy. This guy hears the saying 10 toes down and comes. Feet? Uh-huh. That's you. Okay, so is this better or is this worse? I feel like this is better. What the fuck are you stopped for? Turning right? Well, thankfully, the only people who are waiting in this queue line right here are the people who are trying to go right. Everybody else that wants to go straight is going straight. This line... What is all these people trying to get over here? Why are they all so geeked out of their minds to get here for? Clock tower. Japanese garden. City arch. City arch. Tropical garden. Tropical garden. So they're all a bunch of tourists. I'm making a lot of money off tourism. And the only place I have a city arch over here is at this really rich-ass neighborhood. These people want to go see this rich-ass neighborhood so bad. They're so poor. They wish they were rich. Why don't you try to consolidate tourism in one little section? Well, the issue is that these people are driving from this portion of the city, which arguably has the same tourism like shits. Like this arch right here, really what it needs to be is I need to put a bus line. I need bus lines over in this area because I have too many people in their own cars and not enough buses carrying people around. So let's put a bus depot out here. Bus. Yeah. Let's do a bus line. Let's do a bus depot We already have one. Good deal. Okay, so we can just do bus routes. Let's do one over here. Let's do... create a new line that's going to go through the roundabout over to here, down to about here, down to here, to here, to here. Okay. Let's do one that connects these two regions by going from here up to here, down to over here, into Are you geeked? Why are you going up into there? Do you only have a way to turn in? Oh my goodness gracious. You know what? I don't care. I don't care. I don't even care. Back down. It's over here. So your only connection point is to connect these people to the commercial shops of over here. That's your only goal. Okay, so I'm not very keen on public transport, at least bus lines, for long distance travel. Would it be realistic for something like this, right, with like a large section of interstate in between it? Would it be realistic for a bus line to go from here all the way down this interstate portion to here? Even if it didn't actually go around in these areas, if it was just a connector route between these two locations, like it gets off, bus stops, gets back on, bus stops, and that's its whole goal, is just to go up and down the interstate all day, transporting people. Is that realistic? Is that something that is done somewhere in the world? Because to me, I feel like buses is more of a pedestrian help. So like it should be within pedestrian areas that somebody would want to walk from one side to the other of. But is this realistic, or is this something that you would start to use Metro for? Because we do technically have rail going from here to here. We could put a Metro line down here at the end somewhere, and we could put a Metro line over here somewhere. And that would maybe transport some people across the way. Equally... oh, fuck me, man. I'm not even using my ferries right now. I'm not even using my ferries. I'm looking at them. They're not even connected to the road. They're not even connected to the road. That's why they're not getting utilized. I was wondering, like, why are my ferries not getting utilized? Well, it's because they're not connected. So let's grab a 2-lane with trees to make it feel nice and pretty. This guy doesn't public transport. This guy's not into his public transporting, his transportations. Let's put some, what's it called? A parking down here as well. And put a little park in between it and call it a day. Put the tropical park. There we go. Okay, so we have that working. Let's connect all of our probably a good idea to connect all these. And put parking at the end of all of them. This guy does not public transport. Okay, so we got that. And then we're going to need one over here as well. And we'll put parking with it. And then we've got this one over here. And we'll put parking with it as well. And then dog park. There we go. Does that have all of them connected now? That one's connected, that one's connected, that one's connected, and this one's connected. I think that's all of them. So maybe now the ferry line will actually start getting some use. Nobody was gonna tell me that I was geeked beyond comprehension for that. Nobody at all. That's okay. That's okay. You know, if you guys hate me, you could just say that though. You could just say that. You could just say, Onion, we hate you. And I'd get it, man. You know, I'd get it. If that's how you wanted to play that, I get it. Got sucked into your phone and wasn't paying attention. Yeah, no, it's okay. I built the ferry lines 30 minutes ago, and they just haven't been getting used at all. Because I just wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention. That's my fault, gang. That's my fault. Let's put some trees around here. Put some trees around the intersections, just because it looks nice. Okay, and then over here we have bus line, or not bus, ferry line. We've got ferry right here. And we have ferry over here. Okay, so now that we've gotten that finished, what does our transport look like? Ferries are okay, still not transporting anyone because we haven't given them time to get passengers just yet. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, dude, look at how many people are there. Yo, these people are lining up down the streets. To get on these pass. Dude, look at how many there are. These people cannot wait to get on the ferry. There's so many people. No. No, Pistachio said he doesn't hate me. Goodness gracious, fellas. Look at how many people, and it just keeps going down. I'm willing to bet this person right here, okay, is going home. What about this person? Resides at the Holly residence? Where's your route? Okay, so they're actually just walking. They actually just love walking. These people, though, look at how many there are. 27. And that one fills up to 80. That's a lot of pedestrians, man. That's a lot of pedestrians. Okay. Okay, so now let's check our transport routes. What are we looking at now? Ferry. How are you doing for ferries? Okay, it still hasn't updated. That's fine. That's fine. Whatever. Still hasn't updated. Is this one getting any work? Yeah, dude, this one's getting crazy work. Okay, so we'll just have to give it a second to like really update because they are full. Yeah, they're keeping really close to full numbers. Hey, lined out the wazoo to go right around in Poop City. That's awesome. So how many people is our this area supporting? Where are you walking to? What? There's no way. You're gonna walk all that way? That's crazy. Okay. That is actually kind of crazy. Well, you know what? Whatever. If you want to walk all that way, do it. Do it. How many people is this one doing? Oh, it's got people at the wazoo too. Oh, it's got people mad out the wazoo. Okay. Let's get a dedicated bus line going from like this city center over here to here. Let's get a bus line, you know? Let's get a bus line. Bus. Create new line and bring it over to like here, here, and here, and just bring it back. Okay, so there's that. Let's also have a bus line that generates from over here. Create new line. Add stop to connect down to here. To connect back up to here. Complete line. Okay. Okay, so then we're also going to need that same thing for over here. Let's drag stop. Move it down to there. Because I think the green line is our most profitable one. Yes, green is our most profitable with yellow right behind it. So let's also... Let's just add a yellow stop right there. That'll work. Okay, and then over here, we want create a new line. We want to create a line that goes around these areas. There we go. Okay. So now we also have one that runs New Bolton and Dix Longley. Okay, okay. Let's oh shit, man. We're making good progress. Our population has not increased because we've been doing real poor about that. So let's increase this road. Let's take it out. Come out 20 units, go another 20 units, and do an angle of like 155 degrees. Because that'll take you out to here-ish. Is that correct? Because I think we're going to make this a T-junction. This one's going to go straight across and come up. So yeah, we're going to want this one to kind of tee out over here as well. So let's... do something like that. And convert this one over to a T-junction. 12 meters. Something like that. Now let's do one that's to ground. Something like that. And then we will slope. Oh, okay, what the fuck? What are we doing here? It said slope, dude. What are you talking about? Slope. Damn it. Okay. I'll just manually do it. That's fine. Whatever. Good enough. What is up, chat? Who be wiggling they worm? Straight, wiggling it, 24/7. Only way to go. Me when I'm wiggling it. Okay, what? It's not what I wanted. Okay, so something like this, and then I want a bridge. Much better. Would it be easier? Let's do the road first, and then we'll redraw the train line. That's a little sharp. Not a fan of that. Hold on. Let's dial it back from here. There we go. That's better. We can handle that. Okay, so now get this fog off the screen, huh? Thanks. No more fog, please. Ooh, sorry, gamers. Let's grab a big angle. Something like that. Yeah, and I think this section right here will split off into like some lower density roads. This will all be lower density. I say lower, this will all be medium. To slowly start working our way up to high density. So let's go ahead and plan for that. We want this road to come off and go this direction. Like that. Yeah. Okay, 2-lane road with grass. How long have I been streaming for, fellas? 2 hours? A little over 2? No idea what the game is about? It's about making a city, man. Why is it so foggy? 2 hours and 6? Okay. Let's get down one more neighborhood, I think. One more neighborhood, one more set of blocks. Let's get down one more residential zone. Honestly, maybe industrial. Maybe a little industrial pocket wouldn't be bad. Yeah, actually, a little industrial pocket wouldn't be bad. Let's do that. Because we need it. When you're near the end of stream, I'll go make food. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna... I think we're going to make a little industrial area, and then we're gonna call it for the day. Not the day. We're gonna call it for the stream. Something like that. None of that is zonable. Let's come out to, say, 40 units. Whoa now, not 21. I just want 20. Are we doing this with just basic roads? We are. Let's do no zoning on these roads. Since I want this to be like a bit of a industrial bypass kind of a thing. Grab the alleyway. Actually, let's do industrial road. We haven't used that one in a while, and I like it. I like the way it looks. With full zoning on it. Something like that. And then let's bring this out another 20 units. Bring this out another 10. And let's change this back out to the regular 2-lane with no zoning. Yeah, something like that. Okay. We're doing on garbage. We're doing okay on garbage, but we could do more. Let's do a simple little recycling center area. Because I know that's what this is. Actually, we're gonna put another one out there. That'll be fine. Water production is fine. Energy production is fine. Let's grab another healthcare. Put it out here. If I want this to be like the industrial zone, let's just put it along this back edge. Well, I'm trying to think about delivery vehicles. You're going to get a lot, like once I start doing industrial in this area, I'm going to start having a lot of trucks come down through here and up and over. Like, they're gonna have a lot of truck traffic. So maybe what we actually want is... Maybe what we actually want is something like... We're just gonna zone that whole region in, that whole region in, and then we're gonna do some commercial, 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 and start putting residential over here to this border. Like that. Something like that. Let's do some more residential, a little bit more industrial, more commercial, and then we'll throw down a clinic, fire station, police station right next to it. Put down a little dog park. Maybe a baseball pitch right there. Kind of like that. Do some schooling. And then let's throw down a parking lot for the baseball field. There we go, something like that. Do a football field. Or is that soccer? Soccer. Mini soccer field. I feel like the mini soccer field should be over here with these people. For sure, the mini soccer field should be right here. Oh, okay, I've got an idea. We're gonna make this like a little sports complex. Something like that. Grab another soccer field. And do the same thing for it right here. And then a little track field. No, not track. Let's do... The baseball pitch is also quite large. That's okay. Maybe we'll just have like a little soccer field area right here. With a little dog park, playgrounds. This can just be like an area where, you know, most of the residents get their fix, right? Something like that. And then over here, we'll make this more like a park region. And then this other area over here, we'll have it more like just one of the little nature areas that we've had. Frog Rock. Ooh, I got an idea. Let's make Frog Rock really look like Frog Rock. Boom. Frog Rock. Frog Rock. Yeah, something like that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. This area, let's put down some more, just like warehousing, just because it fits the industrial look really well. Not a fan of the smog. Not a fan of the smog. Oh, I am a fan of this building. This one looks fantastic. Mayor of Poop City? You can be mayor of Poop City. When we eventually build a like a residence that will be like the mayor's area, or like the more like city centered area, we will put mayor of Poop City. Something like that. That's not terrible. I think it would be wise to go and connect this road down to here and connect it up to here. So let's do that. Let's grab the industrial road. And connect it up to there. And then also connect it down to there. This is your filthy region. This is like you don't really want to live here. You don't want to. Not for real. But like, I guess you could. I mean, I guess you could if you wanted. I mean, if you really wanted to, you don't, but you could. You could live here. If that was what you wanted, I guess you could. Let's put some... Here we go. Let's do one of these. What is this one? Park with palms? Tiny park? Oh, it really is tiny. Oh yeah, man. Tiny little pond. Yeah, this region is filthy looking. It just looks filthy. And you know what? That's what I want. That's what this area needed. It needed some filth. It's too beautiful over here, right? It's too pretty and like in rows and stuff. We don't want that everywhere. We want some filth every now and then. We want some filth. Keep it filthy. Keep it nasty. Alright, is that the 2-lane avenue? A little 2-lane small street alley? It is. Let's continue it up. How far are blocks on this? 12 units. Let's continue up another 12. And let's take, what are we doing, grass? What is our angle? Let's go ahead and go out this direction. 20 units. This will be where we start changing the grid layout. And then go give me that. Can we just go to 10 units? Thank you. Goodness gracious. I think I'm gonna wrap it up, fellas, because I'm just gonna keep building zones and zones and zones, and I'll never actually end up finishing the stream, because at the end of the day, I really just like playing this game. It's really fun, and it allows me to just kind of do what I want to do, you know? I enjoy it a lot. I've gotta at some point wrap it up, because I plan on doing 2 more streams today for different games, right? So I don't need to burn myself out and play all the City Skylines that I want to play. But I just can't stop. It's too good. It's too fun. Can't do it. Let's continue. Let's just build one more little set of blocks, you know? Maybe that's all we need. Just one more lane, you know? Maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. Maybe we build one more little block set. Maybe that's it. Maybe this is the method right here. Maybe this is it. Let's come out straight by about 3 units and 3 units, and then connect like that. Oh, that's wonderful. And then from over here, 3 units, and then 3 units, and connect like that. Oh, that's a kind of a crazy connection, low key. Let's not do that. But we could put a little cul-de-sac out here. No, I don't want to do that. What I actually want to do is take the grass line from here and connect it into there. And then we'll take the alleyway and we'll just connect it straight across. Like that. Yes. Then we'll do no zoning on the grass. So that way we can limit our zones to just the alleyways. That should help limit traffic. Let's do... Yeah, that should be fine. Let's do no zoning on this bit of alleyway. and that. Yeah. Put in another little bit of healthcare. Actually, we're good on healthcare there. How are we good on fire? We could use more fire. Let's put fire right here in this little corner. I like that. Police. Over here, definitely, for sure. That's it. Community school is equivalent to an elementary. We're going to do that. Let's do the elementary school on this back edge. Equivalent to a high school. Let's put that there as well. Let's grab a big parking lot. But the small parking lot is just so modular. Something like that. Oh, that's good. That's real good. Do we have... Let's grab one of the small parks. Yeah, I'm okay with that. That's good. And then let's zone. Let's do some zoning. I want commercial along this back edge. I want this entire back edge to be commercial. Like a shopping district. The rest of this, though, we're going to mix in a little bit of commercial here and there. But for the most part, I want this stuff to be, you know, residential. Yeah. Let's let that build up. And while it builds, let's do... Where is the farm fence? Farm fence right here. Let's make this a little more... A little more like closed in, you know, feeling a little more special, I guess. We're just gonna let this fence end out into the wherevers. And we'll put a little custom park back there. Something like that. And it can be a very simple, just walking park with some trees. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with how that connected through, and how it's kind of got a little dirty over here, but it's kind of split with a little bit of stuff. What was wrong with you? Not enough educated workers? Look, you guys will get educated soon enough. Calm down. All right, and they... Oh, man. Somebody set fire to the park. We do need more industrial, so I don't think... That'll be next episode. That'll be next episode. I gotta stop myself at some point. We need to put more industrial down. I don't think I want to expand much more on the farm. I kind of like how open it is. I think we're going to put some industrial out here with some tourism. And maybe put a little bit of industrial in this section right here. So like as you drive by, you see like the workings of what's going to make this thing. Because this is crazy. Just this large open space and then an immediate rise of stuff. I don't like that. That's terrible. It needs to be belted with something. And I think we're going to belt it with forestry with a little bit of industrial mixed in. Yeah. Yeah. All right, fellas. I've actually got to wrap it up. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. Be safe. Have fun. Go do something you enjoy. Be safe while you do it so you can do it again. I'll see you next time, or I'll see you in like an hour or two. You know, whenever you wanna tap in, tap out. W stream. Bye onion. Bye everyone. Bye. Oh man, don't save that as new save. Bear County.